EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he returns this to the 22. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
First carry for James Conner. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is Conner. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 14's the mic. 14's the mic.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. Here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Daniels. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. We're scoreless after 1. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott. Pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down throw for Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. On the return is Lamb. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 27, Prescott. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. Touchdown! Amari Cooper, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the clock reads 30 seconds to go, so really not a whole lot of time to speak of. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike 14, Mike 14. Don't get nervous.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. A final shot before half from Murray. Rolling to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.